Hi, it's me, Jacob Adams. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I help people just like you get to the next level. Have you recently or at one point been fired or applied for a job that you didn't get but you were counting on getting? Maybe even you thought you were going to be dating somebody, but it turns out they're taken or they're no longer available. And now you're kind of in a flux, not ensuring what to do with the charge of emotion that was set, had your eyes set on something, right? I know I have, of course, and like many people, like yourself, or like many of us, we all have these things that we have to process in our life. One time I applied for a job, for example, and I didn't get it. I didn't get the job even though I thought I was going to get the job. I said, look, this is, it's fine that right now my income's here because I'm going to get the job and that'll be an influx here. And it's great. I'm putting it in God's hands. And it turns out they said, you know what? We have candidates that fit the position better. It wasn't in fitness. This wasn't in fitness. It was in another industry. And we have people that would have fit this mold better, this job better. And I thought to myself, how weird. Like, I doubt that they could find a better fit. I'm more skilled. I'm a better people person. I have leadership qualities. I thought that was so weird. And I began to think, well, I mean, I guess this means I could focus on what I was already focused on more. Now that, but even though I knew that I could focus on, like, for example, I wear this ring because I'm going to be Ruby with Advocare, right? Even though I have goals that I'm very passionate about, I still felt like a little bit of a disappointment. My original plan was now being challenged. I'm going to get this job and that'll help income, etc., etc. And so what I did was I was grateful. I was like, well, look, I have something to process. I have a stack. And so I sat down with my my stack. I opened my computer and I began processing the situation. I was like, this is what happened. This is the trigger. This is a story I'm telling myself. And it started out with, like, in other words, I'm being overlooked or I'm being judged or I'm overqualified. Like, it started out with these things like I'm being judged, right? Maybe these people found some stuff online and I'm too intimidating, or, you know, I'm too much of a good quality, or they're judging my content online, etc., etc. And, you know, that was my original story. And then, as a standard to do with a stack, I soon found that, you know, there could be other things. Like, maybe they found a better, like, in other words, the email said, hey, look, you know what? You're not gonna, we have candidates that are better fit. And I thought, that's impossible. Then the stack asked, well, are you 100% sure that they don't have a better candidate than you? And I was like, well, I guess I'm not 100% sure. You know, I guess I'm not 100% sure. You know, you sometimes you experience things in life where maybe they just filled the spot with someone they knew better, or somebody that was more on their team or in their family or something like that. Maybe those could be situations too, right? We start thinking things like other things because we don't know the full truth. What's interesting enough is what I found is some of the stuff I'll share with you, but there I was, you know, doing my stack, looking through the trigger, like, again, so I applied for the job, said there's a better candidate as far as in this industry. It's not fitness, so we know we're not going to use a fitness person. And so I was like, wow, you know, I doubt, but I have a strong backbone in what they need. So what's the problem, right? And so that's the outcome. But I was like, well, you know, it doesn't make sense. I was counting on this to go my way, to go the way I saw. And it didn't go through. So I sat down, I did the stack, which is processing the trigger, processing the story. And what I found was interesting is this, is that here it is. Here's kind of like the big revelation. Are you ready? It's that the truth is what remains when everything else falls away. The truth is what remains after everything falls away. I'll give you an example. The sun. Have you ever seen the sun? The chances are you have, if you're watching this video. Because the sun sustains life. It's biology 101. The sun gives energy to the grass. The cow eats the grass. We eat the cow. Everybody's happy. That's a quick chain, but without the sun, life would disappear. So if you're watching this video, the chances are high that unless the sun faded and we're in the last seconds of human life, the sun is sustaining life. It's biology 101. Because the truth remains. There's been empires that toppled, the Roman Empire. There's all types of, Gaddafi, the dictators, come and gone. Saddam Hussein has come and gone. People of all types of regimes have come and gone. Hitler has come and gone. But the sun has remained. Just like the truth. The truth remains. And so as I got to doing this stack, again, and the other concept was that the fear is always running alongside the truth, trying to cover it. The truth remains, and with the truth, fear is running alongside it, trying to cover it. It's almost like a cloud fear, right? If the sun is the constant, the truth, then the cloud is like a symbol of fear that covers the sun for a short time. Is the sun there? And then again, when the clouds pass, there is the sun, ever radiant truth. And so that is the most constant finding that we have, right? That is the most consistent truth, that the truth remains. We can sometimes forget it and operate from a place of other egotistical strategies. Let's do this, let's do that. But we can never escape certain truths. Life is limited on earth. We come and we go. We are born and we die. Right? There are constant truths that we cannot escape. The sun is out. You have to breathe to live. You need to eat calories to sustain energy in your body. You need to sleep. There's certain truths, and from those truths we can build and find more truths. So as I got to doing this stack, I realized I'm still a coach after all of these years. I'm still a fitness and leadership coach after all of these years. Nothing is ever going to change that, because nothing has changed it. Relationships have come and gone like the clouds. I've gotten jobs here and there to try out different industries. I'm still a coach, a fitness and leadership coach. There's certain things that are unchangeable. My family is still the same. And so what I found is the more that we submit, just like if we submit to God, the more we submit to the truths and fully become what it is that we're destined to become, the more that fear sort of fades in almost like reverence to the eternal truth. Just like the sun melts away at a cloud almost. Like the cloud gets full of rain, it goes into the ground, and the sun just keeps shining, keeps shining, keeps shining. And so in many ways, the clouds submit to the sun because it is constant. In that same way, the clouds submit to the sun. And as you're hearing this, you may think to yourself, some of you might think, well, that's crazy. That's crazy that Jacob's saying this using the sun and the moon and the fears. And then, that's a way that people can sometimes think, because it was trendy, I think, to have snarky little comebacks, or there's always that person that likes to have a comeback. But the truth is, what we're realizing is it doesn't have comebacks. There is no comebacks to the sun is shining. There's no comeback to that. There's none. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I don't have a comeback for that. I don't have one. I understand the viewer or somebody might come along, watch this video, and have a comeback for that. I do get that. What I'm saying is I don't have a comeback for that. And I'm realizing that through this stack. Like, I've always been a fitness and leadership coach. Nothing can change that. That is the truth I must accept and embody. The same way the sun fully embodies what it is, I must fully embody what I am. And I've moved in that direction to a good extent, to a fair extent, all my career, fitness and leadership coach. And now I'm being invited to dial in and dig even deeper, and dial in even deeper, and dial in even deeper to at one point, I don't know what's on the other side of going deeper into being a fitness and leadership coach. I don't know. That's the whole mystery. That's where the fear sort of can come up, because fear is always running alongside the truth to sort of cover it or create shade. So I want to give you some ideas to think about in processing your truth and what will always be present. That's the first question. What has always been present in your life? What has always been present? It could be a passion, a hobby, a friend, a consistent attraction to a book. Something has always been present in your life. A center, a place where you call home. It could be the Catholic Church, Catholic service. It could be meditation. It could be a show. It could be a family member that you gravitate to. Things that are constant. What has always been present in your life? The way you pray to God, affirmations. There's something about your life that is always present. And the more present they are over a decade or 2 decades, the closer those things are to your truth. And those truths will consistently build upon each other. What will you always love? What will you always love? What will you always love? A person. I love fitness. I love weightlifting. I've loved that for 20 some years. I've loved exercise all my life. So I'm clearly this energetic being that likes to express himself with his body. I will always love that. I love to dance. I've loved to weight train, bike. I've loved yoga, cycling, like tennis, baseball, football. In other words, the list goes on and on. So I've always loved exercise. I've always loved movement with my body. I've always loved philosophy. I've always loved family and connection and passion. I've always loved that. See how there are certain truths that I can't run from? Do you see how what is permanent and what you love are connected to the truth? Do you see what you have always loved and what is always permanent are connected? Do you see the correlation? If I'm a fitness and leadership coach, and I've always loved movement and expressing movement and passion and connection. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. You see, there's a synergy to that. There's a connection, a complementary correlation to what I am and what I do and like what I love. Okay? Do you see it's fear that keeps you from declaring your love to the world? You know, as I got on this video, every time I make one of these videos, there's a certain sense of uncertainty. Like, who will watch it? Will some people like it? It could be the smallest vibration. But it comes from a place of truth that I don't mind. But it's the smallest vibration of fear, the smallest vibration of doubt, the smallest vibration of insecurity or nervousness, or am I going to say it correctly? And then once I get into this state here, though, where I'm just unleashing, it's gone. In some ways, I have no control of it at this point. Like at some point, I'm coaching and teaching and doing my best to reach you that I've lost control. And now I'm just like a vessel carrying a message. Like the ego part of me, the part that's neurotic, like, oh, I don't know. That little voice, that little neuroses is gone. It's completely gone. All I have is this moment with you. Let's just say some people tune into this video and they've fallen off, right? And it's just you and me connected in this moment here. I've worked my ass off to be here with you in this moment, connecting these ideas and studying and meditating and researching so that I could get the message to you right now. Okay? Something to think about. What courageous action can you take today to honor your love and truth for me, it was this video, and I'll email it to people I care about, to people that need to hear it. And that's the courage I can express with this truth, to act from a place of being a coach. That's my truth. To act from a place of love, to just trust this movement of energy coursing through me, to trust that more than, let's just say a part of you watch this video and has doubts and insecurities and jealousies and hate and all those things that may be within you, right? I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying, what if they are? I courageously have to work through that and just push into it, trusting that the movement, the energy, the voice, this impact that I wish to make, I trust that more than I trust even my own insecurities. I trust all of that more than anything. More than anything. I trust that. And that is the power of connecting with the truth and the constant and the permanent. And that's the beauty between when you don't get what you want. You get to discover something else more powerful within. Now, connect with it, share it, give it away, explore it. It's been said, I don't know who said, I think it was Leonardo da Vinci perhaps, or some great man. He goes, the gift of life is to, one of the reasons of life is to find your gift. The other purpose is to give it away. Something like that. I chopped it up, I massacred that, but that's from memory, okay? In any case, do what you want with this video. I hope that you connect with your truth. I hope that you connect with your permanent truth and you trust yourself enough to dial in, dig in, and share it with the world. And that's impact. And that's acting from a place of love. And that's only something that you can give. No one can give that. No one can give that but you. Only you can give that. This is Jacob Adams. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'd love to hear your truths and your permanent realities. We'll see you next time. Bye.